understand that people are concerned about the possibility of deflation in the future. And of course, they have reason to be so concerned. We had some deflation, or at least severe disinflation, just a few years ago at the onset of the crisis in 2008. But it's important for people to understand that deflation isn't always harmful and isn't always to be feared. In the long history of industrial societies, there have been many more periods of deflation that were not unfortunate ones, periods when deflation took place and people were not worse off. Then there have been episodes like 2008 or the 1930s where deflation did indeed come along with tremendous economic hardship. The reason why deflation isn't always something to fear is that it can be driven by improvements in productivity, and it can reflect the fact that goods are becoming cheaper to produce. So as long as that's the case, deflation, far from being harmful, is simply a symbol of the fact that people are becoming better off. The kind of deflation that's harmful is the sort that results from a lack of spending or lack of demand for goods, as can happen when central banks fail to provide adequate liquidity to the markets. And that's what happened in 2008. We had a collapse of spending owing to the failure of the Federal Reserve in the United States and of some other central banks elsewhere to provide adequate supplies of money. And so prices fell, not because goods were becoming more abundant and cheaper to produce, but because people didn't have the means for buying them. The same sort of thing happened in the 1930s. So the point is that the kind of deflation people should worry about is the kind that reflects an error on the part of central bankers. But if prices are only falling because goods are being produced more efficiently, well, we should all be very glad if that happens, because in fact we have much reason to worry about a lack of gains in productivity. The stagnation of productivity has been a great concern. If we should see prices falling in the future because productivity gains are taking place after all, we have something to be very happy about.